taking. Every move I make feels lost without direction. My faith is shaking, but I gotta keep trying. Gotta keep my head held high. There's always gonna be another mountain. I'm always gonna wanna make it move. Always gonna be an uphill battle. Sometimes I'm gonna have to lose. Ain't about how fast I get there. Ain't about what's waiting on the other side. It's a climb. These struggles I'm facing, these chances I'm taking, sometimes might knock me down, but no, I'm not breaking. They may not know it, but these are the moments that I'm gonna remember most. I just gotta keep going, but I gotta be strong. Just keep pushing on, but there's always gonna be another mountain. I'm always gonna wanna make it move. Always gonna be an uphill battle. Sometimes I'm gonna have to lose. Ain't about how fast I get there. Ain't about what's waiting on the other side. It's a climb. There's always gonna be another mountain. I'm always gonna wanna make it move. Always gonna be an uphill battle. Sometimes I'm gonna have to lose. Ain't about how fast I get there. Ain't about what's waiting on the other side. It's a climb. Keep on moving, keep climbing, keep the faith, baby. It's all about the climb. It's all about the climb.
Jessica Normal. Beautiful job. Beautiful. Now it's time to bring back our contestants for their final questions. We will begin with Iowa and Minnesota contestants. And we have Heather Hall, our Mrs. Minnesota, assisting us with the questions again. No peeking, as we stated before. Now, while Heather's doing that, we're going to get started. So please state your name and your title.
Tressa Vestruz, Mrs. Savage.
Okay. Tressa, how would you describe yourself in one word?
Dedicated. When I set my mind to something, I do it, whether it be the military and earning top honors there or becoming the best mother that I know how to be. I'm dedicated.
Okay, and let's take a peek at your question. Recently, there was a proposal to abolish a long-standing rule against prior winners recompeting in this pageant. What are your thoughts on this proposal?
I think that it's fair. I think you learn so much from each and every pageant that you do, and there's so much fun and so much opportunity to meet wonderful women that I think to have a second chance would be really neat.
Okay, thank you. Hi, who do we have here?
I'm Chris Sessery, Mrs. Lakeville.
Okay, how would you describe yourself, Chris?
Well, I think my family would agree. I'm very high-strung.
Okay, let's take a look at your question. There is a popular cliche, be yourself in a pageant. What does this mean to you?
Well, don't be very high-strung. Be very smiley, happy, energetic, and be good to everybody else around you and help them out too.
All right, thank you. Hi, and who do we have here?
Teresa Roy Sessery, Mrs. Vadnais Heights.
Now, I don't know if the audience realizes this, but they are sister-in-laws. I think this is one of the first times. All right, how do you describe yourself?
I would say fun. And if there's any fun to be had, it was a lot of fun to do this pageant.
Well, we're glad you did it. Now, if all women are required to have the same qualifications to enter the Mrs. America program, should the state pageant's boundaries be removed?
Could you read that again?
Sure. If all women are required to have the same qualifications to enter the Mrs. America program, should the state pageant's boundaries be removed, which means should you be able to compete in Wisconsin or Iowa?
I think that the boundaries are good because then it gives the people in the state of Wisconsin a chance at a title, it gives Iowa a chance at the title, and it gives the people of Minnesota a chance at the title.
All right, thank you very much. Hi, please say your name and title.
I'm Summer Cath, Mrs. Prior Lake.
All right, Summer. How do you describe yourself in one word?
I would say energy. Every day when I wake up at 4 a.m., I have lots of energy to take on whatever comes at me, to get my 2 little girls out the door and get to my job and take on anything that comes my way.
All right, here's your question. What qualifications do you believe one should have to become a judge for this pageant?
Ooh. I think you're all very qualified, I'll say that first. I believe that it's really important for the judges to have had experience in this industry, whether it be in TV, in radio, something to do with entertainment, something that you understand what it takes to get here. This is my first pageant, and I've had an amazing time, and the road to get here, it's the ride that is one of the most important things, that's the most exciting thing, and to understand what the girls go through and really empathize, because it's a lot of work to get up here, but I think that's one of the most important things.
All right, thank you, Summer. Hi, please state your name and title.
Savannah Lighty, Mrs. South St. Paul.
How do you describe yourself, Savannah?
I would say integrity. As a person who runs a child care program, I'm obviously my own boss and self-employed, and I think that it takes an extreme amount of integrity to be able to operate something on your own and have people have full confidence in you and your job that you're doing.
All right. And your question, please. Savannah, do you think that the directors or the judges should select the final question for the contestants?
I think that it's a great idea for the directors to select the questions because it gives the judges a chance to not formulate an answer that they're looking for and gives the contestant a chance to express herself openly without the judges expecting something of them.
All right, thank you. Hi, please state your name and title.
Hi, I'm Brianna Ludovan, Mrs. Mankato.
All right. Brianna, describe yourself in one word.
I would say goal-driven. As a mother of 2 very active boys and a lovely husband, they all 3 know that I am a person that when I set a goal, I don't stop until I achieve it.
Okay, and here's your question. If you discussed competing in this pageant before you got married with your fiancé and he did not agree with it, what would your response be?
Well, since I'm goal-driven, I would just keep going. As Sandra would know, my husband, he knows that I am very